Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and to part one of the builds for the Consolidated B-24 Liberator. We're making a start on it today. Before I forget, I'll cut the token off the box, okay, and it's got to go into my new little, it's going to go into my little tub of tokens. There we go, got 3 of them now. So now, before we carry on, I want to just apologise for the lack of a channel update video, which I did say I was going to do. Unfortunately, I had things. Last Saturday was a bit of a hectic, and I was trying to. I had to be Euston Station by at least 12:30, so that's why I didn't put one out last Saturday. So I've decided against putting out a channel update video. Okay, so I do apologise about that. Okay, so I've already got part B13 off, okay, which is this little bit here. I hope you can see that. There we go. It's that bit there. It goes over the cockpit. And we want part B26 as well, which is the control column. So control 6 B26, trying to find them. There we go. They're quite small as well, so they can't. Quite small, so I'm just leaving the nubs on for the minute, so as I know where they are. And we want part A18, so we've got to swap. We've got to swap frames over for a minute. This is frame A, I do believe. Yes, yeah, there we go. Frame. There we go, and there's the bit for the cockpit. So there's the bit for the control panel. So that comes off. What I want to do is to get the cockpit all done today. So now I can get the little nubs off. So we're just going to work on getting steps 1 to 7 done today. Okay, so that is the plough, and I'm just going to put those over there, put them away, and I'll bring them in the bin a bit later. Right, now then, just going to get my tweezers a minute. Okay, and now what we want to do is to go and put on this bit that goes over that goes on there like so. So we get our plastic magic. And here we have with the first bit of glue, first piece to be and there's our first piece of the kit put together for this build series. Now here comes the tricky part. Now it's the tricky part, because what we want to do is to get the and that goes in there like so. That goes in lovely. Okay, that's there we go. That's the that's the control column all put together. Okay, so these are the parts that we want next. Okay, which is the part these seats for the pilots and the co-pilot. So we'll get these off. Okay, there we go. So that's the seat for the for the pilots and the co-pilot. There we go. Just doing a bit of filing down to make sure that it all fits. Now here's the big how does that goes on. And that's where the pilot, that's where the seats go. That's how the seats go. So right, so let's get some glue on. There we go, there's one part of the seat done. And there's the other one. Okay, we're already on to step 3, and that is putting what we've done in steps 1 and 2 already onto the cockpit floor. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a bit of glue around where the control panel is going to go. There we go. I'm not going to bother with the decals for the control panel because although I may do, okay, so I may put them in, but I'll see how I feel. Okay, now let's put the Let's put the seats in. There we go, there's one in. That's the pilot seat in, I think. Got it on there, but I've got to try and get it in so it's... And there is the cockpit all done. Okay guys, this is the next part that goes on. It's the bulkhead that goes in behind the pilot seats, and what we don't do is to do a test fit. There we go, that's all there. And what we do is get some glue on. And then we've got to just and that's all in place. Okay. Okay guys, we I'm going to put the parts on for the side fuselage, well, the right hand side of the front nose section. So I'm going to get some glue. And that goes on. There's there's a tiny little bit that goes on. Just press that in there. And then there's this one little bit, and there's a side panel that goes in. Goes in there. Okay. And then, so we've got that little bit, that's all in. Just going to push that up there a bit, there we go. There we go, and that is now in place. Okay, now I'm going to jump ahead to step 10 because we're pretty much in the same So pretty much the same sort of thing. We want parts B-23 and B-4 again, so and they've obviously got more this one. I'm not saying this. Okay, so we're just going to get that all filed down. And we get our just going to quickly file this down a minute as well. There we go. That goes on. And then what we can do is now put some glue on here. And there we have the interior detail for the interior detailing for the front nose section. Okay, we've got part F5, which is this part here, and we're going to drill. We're going to drill a I'm going to drill a 1mm hole, and that has gone through. I'll just give that a bit of a clean up, I think. Now there's a little bit here that's got to be cut off as well, so this is the where my file is, so I hope you can see that. There we go. Right, so if I go and get my craft hobby set out. Okay, so just bear with. Just need to go and get my craft knife out a minute, and then we'll. No, Actually, this one might be a bit better. There we go. Get the relevant blade out as well, because that would help. Now, so as not to go I think I might have actually got the wrong blade out, but I think no. Okay. Okay, we're going to have to do with this one then, I think. Just give that a bit of a file away. There we go, and that can go back where it came from. Right, now then, here's where I fouled it up. Now, where does how does that go? Does that go? Now, does that go in where the hole is? I think it does. I think it does. As And I think also this bit needs to be cut off. So I think and there we go. So we'll just get that all glued in, and then we'll let's just get that all glued in. There we go. That's all done. And then just one last little bit to do, and that is to get part F6 in. Which I think is... it should be here somewhere. There we go. Part F6. And there's some knobs that have got to come off as well, so I've got to get them off. And then they got to go on there. And I think that's how that goes. I think, judging by the sound of things, yeah, it goes. Got two little holes at the top there, so we'll just get some glue on. And there you have it. So that's basically steps 1 to 8 and step 10. And I will be back in a bit. Well guys, that's it for this episode, and so I've put all the bits and pieces for the front nose section in my little bag for safekeeping, because we are going to be using them again on Wednesday's video. So so in the next video we'll be looking to get the front nose section all closed up, and so on and so forth. So I feel as if I've done quite a lot today, and also I haven't got my normal YouTube jump on today, so I'll get looking for that, and so on. And also in the next video we'll be looking at these little beauties as well. Some ball bearings, because we need to put some nose weight in. Okay, so So in the meantime, guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you've liked the video, give it a thumbs up, why don't you? And also consider and also subscribe as well if you've not subscribed before. It's totally free and it all helps helps the channel to grow. And also comment and share the video, please, as well, because that all helps to get helps me to get subscribers. So in the meantime, guys, thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.